Head cheerleader tries arguing with my daughter over a parking space. School is back and so it's back to life, back to reality. My daughter gets to school and parks wherever she can get a spot in the student parking lot. On Friday this week she gets to one spot and the head cheerleader pulls up, beeps her horn at my daughter and says, excuse me? You're like in my spot. My daughter tells her it isn't her spot, no spot is reserved for anyone, and since school started she hasn't seen the cheerleader parking in the so-called reserved spot. The cheerleader finds another spot and once in the school she approaches my daughter at her locker and demands that she go move her car or she'll call a tow truck. My daughter tells her politely again, there's no reserving spots for parking and it's not going to injure her legs if her walk is a little longer. A teacher walks by and asked what's going on. The cheerleader tries playing victim of her parking spot being taken. The teacher reminds her that there is no assigned parking spots and to stop making a big deal of it. My daughter leaves her locker and goes to homeroom. By the time my daughter returns to her locker she finds notes taped to her locker calling her a parking space thief. My daughter goes to the principal and reports the harassment she has received. By the time the two are in the same class they share, the PA system says, "Will insert name report to the principal's office?" I can only imagine the conversation between the cheerleader and principal went. Small update, saw someone comment saying social status and it could be the cheerleader sees herself as queen bee. My daughter is captain of the girls' soccer team, but unlike the cheerleader my daughter doesn't let her status as captain of the soccer team get to her. Update, as I was getting my mail a car came speeding towards me. I took my phone out of my pocket, hit record, then out of the car came the cheerleader's mom and asked what is wrong with my daughter taking the parking spot. I slipped my phone in my pocket and I told her, the school doesn't pick a spot for students to park, it's first come first serve. The mother tells me her daughter needs to be able to get the parking spot or her daughter will be cursed with bad luck. She won't get into the school she wants to go to. She considers the spot lucky because her 3 other kids all had so-called good luck when they parked there. I just laughed at her saying, luck is what you make for yourself, not the actual superstition. As I turned to leave I heard the woman scream, your daughter better watch herself on the soccer field and around the school. I'd hate to see her have what happened to Nancy Kerrigan happen to her. Once back inside I checked my recording and got everything on audio, so if she, her daughter or anyone tries doing anything to my daughter I have evidence she was behind it. Thank you everyone for your concerns. The police and principal are informed of both the cheerleader and her mom. The police have said they'll deal with the mom. My daughter is getting a dash cam for her car as we speak. For one who asked how I know word for word how the conversation went between my daughter and the cheerleader, my daughter told me everything, so don't be thinking rude things of how I know how it happened. Also again, the police and the principal have been informed, so please stop posting, get them involved. They already are involved. I've told them everything that happened.